I'm gonna end up, you know, playing a soldiers deck here in a second. Oh man, so much fun. This is where we start to have a little bit of fun, you know what I mean? This is where things get a little spicy, a little bit more interesting than normal. Oh man, this is why I do what I do. Today has some of the craziest top-end pop-off moments I have ever seen from one of my builds, and that is because we are playing a really crazy card. This deck was built around it. It is the Apprentice's Folly. If you guys aren't familiar with this Saga card, it's pretty nuts, man. It's able to copy any creature you want, including legendary creatures, turns them into a token and gives them haste, and then you get to keep it for Saga 1, and on the second Saga you get to do the same thing again, keeping that creature once again, and then on the third Saga you sacrifice those creatures. These creatures can't be the same name, so you're gonna have to have 2 different targets for this card, but it goes crazy when you have Virtue of Knowledge down on the field. We've done this actual combination once before in a teamer build with the Apprentice's Folly and the Knowledge, but the Knowledge being down on the field is going to give us double ETB triggers on our creatures. So if we copy things like an Atali with a Virtue of Knowledge on the field, we're going to get like 6 Atali triggers. It gets crazy. It just pops off. It goes absolutely insane. We got Titan of Industry, of course, as another win con. Portal to Phyrexia to pop off twice with the Virtue. And then we've got other great creatures that work well with the Apprentice's Folly. We got cards with great ETB effects like Vorinclex to find extra, you know, lands. Blossoming Tortoise ramps us, Stomper ramps us, and then on the top end we got some really fun pieces like the Mind Singer to steal some of their opponent's creatures when we get big enough. And because we have so much mana, the Goose Mother is good at any point in the game where we can get these, you know, food tokens to sacrifice for drawing cards. And actually, speaking of food tokens, a card that plays pretty well with this that keeps finding its way into our build is Candy Trail. Candy Trail actually synergizes pretty well with this build because it's a good early game answer for mono red. We get to gain life, draw a card, but it's also a food token which triggers to the Goose. And we get to double up on its effect with the first half of Virtue of Knowledge, the 2 mana instant speed adventure. We get to copy the effect after we sack this to gain 6 life and draw 2 cards. So I'm telling you guys, the late game pop off potential of this build is insane and it ramps so fast. So enjoy this one. It's gonna be a little bit shorter than normal. I think for the rest of the week these videos are gonna be pretty short. I had a crazy weekend doing drywall stuff, kind of an emergency that I had to do. So anyways, short videos. I hope you guys enjoyed them. If you are new here, we do post videos on this channel 5 days a week. So if you enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that stuff helps me out an absolute ton and I'd greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, enjoy the video. We'll see you at the end. Peace. All right, here we go. Doing some Goose stuff today. Doing some ramping. I love this deck so much, man. It's so much fun. We've done a lot of really interesting things with it already. We had a really long game against 5 colors just a second ago. It was about 20 minutes. It was crazy, but really cool list. And we do just need one more land here in order to get the ramping started and finding our other colors. Okay. So they're soldiers and they're probably going to go pretty wide here. So might be a bit of a tough matchup for us. We'll see. We need some red though, so we can start blowing some of this stuff up. There's some red. Kind of want to just go here though and get some more red and then let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out what they got here on the next couple of turns. They might even exile this with like a Brutal Cathar. That would be pretty cool. And then I could bounce it. Yeah, I mean, as bad of a start as it, you know, potentially could be here, it's not that bad. I mean, we found our 3rd land drop, which fixes a lot of problems for us. Atali. Okay. I think I'm gonna go here for sure, because this, you know, produces more soldiers when other things die. Can't have that. And then Channeler, let's go ahead and draw a card. Hopefully a land. Not a land, but the next best thing in my opinion. Trying to get this Vorinclex out next turn would be nice. And they swing through with everybody here. So this Dawn Guard, let's just read really quick. Whenever day becomes night, night becomes day, look at the top 4 cards of your library. May reveal a creature card as mana value. Okay, so they're trying to not play anything this turn so they can go find some more card advantage, which is fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. Nope, they're just gonna let it stay daytime. Okay, fine by me. So what's the ward on this? Just the 1? just one ward, huh? What if I go here and return this and kill this one? That way I have a chump block that can block the other 3/3 for now, and then Vorinclex can come down next turn, getting us more mana, leading hopefully into Stomper's ability to attack and block. We're definitely in survival mode right now, going second against a very aggressive board, you know, that typically likes to go wide. But they pass the turn just trying to turn it into nighttime so they can get more cards. They've missed a couple of land drops, so nice. I really don't mind that card at all. We really don't, because of the fact that we can blow it up and get things back, and all of our creatures have really good ETB triggers, so we kind of want them to take things, to be honest. But good start nonetheless. By the way, I'm surprised that I haven't made as many misplays as I normally do. I'm so tired today. I thought for sure that this would be a really embarrassing day for me, but I've been just super tired. I just redid all of the drywall and the ceiling of my laundry room, and it was exhausting. It was horrible. I had never done drywall prior to this, so it was a very interesting situation, man. We had a little bit of an AC unit leak a couple months ago, so had to go up there and finally fix it. And I don't like calling people to help me, plus it's a lot less expensive when you do things yourself, so. All right, we'll make some trades if you want. This has vigilance. We only played one spell, so it's not. Oh, did we play two? I guess that counts as two, huh? Is this casting? It's casting, isn't it? Yeah, we cast the spells. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. They take the Atali, we'll get it back and get another trigger. That's fine with me. Thought it was still gonna be nighttime. Thought it was only one spell, but I guess Atali gives us the spells, and they are casting for free. But it's all good. Like I said, Brutal Cathar, easy target for both of my burn spells. We get back our creatures with really great ETB effects, so it's not like I'm that upset about it, to be honest. How about another Atali trigger? How about another Atali trigger? I mean, by this point, I'm going to be playing their entire deck. I'm going to end up, you know, playing a soldier's deck here in a second. Oh man, so much fun. This is where we start to have a little bit of fun, you know what I mean? This is where things get a little spicy, a little bit more interesting than normal. Oh man, this is why I do what I do. So much fun. How about we double up on the Voldaren, I'm sorry, the Vorinclex, not the Voldaren. The Vorinclex. Oh, they finally had enough. Poor soldiers. Poor soldiers. And you know what's even crazier is I didn't even have a virtue of knowledge down. That would have been crazy. Honestly, I'm so exhausted I almost forgot to get excited about how much we were popping off there. That was a crazy game. This hand is actually not that bad, surprisingly. It's got the scry ability with the candy trail, so can't be too mad at it. The early scry ability, and we got blue and red. I'll take both of them. I do need green though. I do need green. That I do. Maybe I hold on to the candy trail for a while, just as a means to draw and gain life double. You know, the effect, once we get to 4 lands, we can do the effect of the virtue. And gaining life, clearly going to be a very important thing for us here. All right, a couple fires of victory is going to keep us afloat here. Hopefully they go for like monstrous rage, those type of effects, you know, those big pumping effects. Ooh, is it? That's the card we want to kill right there. That's the card I want to kill right there, because it gains double strike whenever it gets pumped up, which I'm sure they plan on pumping everything up. Just a matter of time here. How about another one? Just for good measure. They have mana open this time, so they may pump this up. Let's find out. Nope, they choose not to. Now they're gonna have to. They were trying to pump up the picnic runner or ruiner there, but we didn't really give them too many options with that. So now they're gonna have to use up their mana here and their spells to pump up the Swift Spear instead, which feels bad for them, you know. All right, so we go full control here just so this doesn't screw up. And then we copy it. And good to go. So we gain 6 life and draw 2 cards. Hopefully some green sources here for the Vorinclex. That'd be nice. There's 1. There's 2. Look at that. Look at that. So now we can play this out. Then we go Virtue of Knowledge. Then we go Vorinclex the next turn for doubling up on the lands. A 3rd Ruiner? Are you kidding me? Dude, that thing goes off quickly too. And okay, thank God. Thank God for that. All right, we're chilling. I was a little scared there for a second, but a 3rd Ruiner, like I said, watch this turn. This turn's gonna go crazy. They're gonna pump it up and it's gonna get double strike and it deals an insane amount of damage very quickly. There it is. Here it comes. Hitting us for 13 damage in one singular turn. That's wild, man. That is wild. All right, Vorinclex comes out. We blow this up. We get, you know, a lot of lands here, which is fantastic. Especially green. We needed green really bad. Doubling up on that effect, which is cray. See you later. And then I don't see how they can win from here, but you never know. I don't want to get too excited, but, you know, it is going to be very difficult for them to get anything through here. Oh, that's pretty good. That's really good, actually. Down to 4. That hurt. That hurt. Maybe I counted my eggs too soon here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. At least we're thinning out our deck quite a bit here. You know what I mean? And as of right now, they don't have lethal. Let's hope their next play here isn't crazy. Okay, we still got a chance. You're saying there's a chance. 3, 6, 7 mana, 8 mana. That's a great pull right there. That is a great pull right there. Oh, it deals damage to me every time I do something cheap. Gotta get rid of it though. How about we copy the Vorinclex? And I'm only doing this to create an extra body for us here. It's not getting us any more lands. We've taken all the forest out of our entire deck. I'm just doing it as an extra body here. We could send in 12 damage, but then we'd be open for potentially lethal next turn. So I'm going to say no attacks for now. Nothing in our graveyard worth bringing back with the portal, but they've got a few creatures we could. All right, so that's Scries. We get the portal down, making me feel a lot better about attacking into the opponent. Any target is crazy. Okay. Again, though, this can attack in next turn if they want to pay 2 mana. Oh, that only costs 2 mana. Becomes a 2/1. Sheesh, that's crazy. Okay. Maybe we leave back both creatures then. Because if this activates for 2 mana and then they find a haste threat, we just lose. I can't allow it. I need to find a Titan of Industry like yesterday so I can gain my life back. That's, or even a goose. I'll take a goose, man. It'll produce a lot of food tokens. All right. That seems fun. All right, let's get this in. Let's double up on it. Oh, I should have flipped Vorinclex. Did I miss out on that already? 2, 4. Maybe we didn't miss out yet. How much mana do I have? 7? I think I did miss out on 1 mana now. Shoot. Yep. I should have flipped Vorinclex there and looked for my Atali or something, or my Titan. That was a bummer. Okay, well, let's just hope they don't find like a play with fire. I don't think they run those types of spells though, if I'm being honest. I think it's all pump spells and creatures that do a lot of damage. All right, cool. That's a pretty big hit right there. I really do want the Titan of Industry though. Do we play the Atali or not? Because this could potentially find me a Titan easier, right? I need the life gain like really bad. I think this has better odds of finding me the Titan, so I'm gonna go this route. I really, really, really need the life gain. That way I can start swinging my attacks through here a little bit, you know, less cautiously. There it is. Pretty ridiculous, I'd say. And we get double the triggers on both of these. So I just gained 10 life. And that should be game. GG's, man. What a game it was, too, dude. We were right on the wire there the whole time. Feels good. Feels freaking good. As you guys can see, once everything gets set up nicely, we pop off pretty hard in the end game. That's kind of the MO of a lot of our builds. You know, a lot of setup and then boom, they explode out of nowhere. This one's no different. All right, we kept this hand again because Candy Trail is a godsend to our games. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yes, please. I don't know why it took me so long to find Candy Trail. It has truly been one of the best cards ever. In every one of my builds, it almost makes sense in everything. It has some sort of playability in a lot of what I'm trying to do. And it's, you know, being a 1-drop and then being able to just, boom, gain 3 life off the rip and draw a card is so much value, man. We got ourselves a tortoise, by the way. Did we play the tortoise yet? I can't. I played a tortoise all day. I just haven't. I don't think I've played it in the video yet. I don't know. Maybe not. I can't remember. All the games are blending to me. All right, let's go for blue. All right, that opens up the folly if we want. We can take a little bit of a beating from the Dread Knight. Not a big deal. If they play Glissa, that's a different story because they can do a lot more damage with the drawing cards and whatnot. Not that we can really do anything about a Glissa if they play it right now, but leaving the Candy Trail out there too, past that second turn, was kind of strategic in a couple of ways. We want to draw extra cards if we can with the Virtue later, but also let's say they have like Tear Asunder or something like that. If they end up using it against the Candy Trail, that's going to end up working in our favor, because once we get down to Virtue of Knowledge, that is something we definitely don't want them targeting, or even the Apprentice's Folly. So, you know, having the Candy Trails linger out there just a little extra, a little more time than usual, it works out, I think, in our favor a little bit. That Graveyard Trespasser is really annoying, because if I play a Blossoming Tortoise here, I guess the only thing I really care, you know, yeah, I guess the only thing that matters is if I hit like a portal, because the portal can get everything back from the graveyard. Shoot. Well, that's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. We missed a land drop, which is not normal for us, and that's going to cost us quite a bit there. Anyways, what I'm saying is the graveyard, if it starts losing cards through exile, through the Graveyard Trespasser taking them from us, we don't lose a lot unless, of course, I end up finding a portal to Phyrexia. Then I'm going to feel pretty bad about losing those cards. So Graveyard Trespasser is kind of one of those cards that's like a little bit annoying, I'm not going to lie. Because it takes away one card out of our deck here as potential win con. So I think I would block it with the Tortoise. They draw a card. Do they play the Dread Knight? Or do they kill the Tortoise? Of course they kill the Tortoise. Sheesh. Okay. Bummer. All right, another land is cool. We're kind of up against the clock right now, though. Thank goodness we finally start hitting some lands. And we just need one more land now for the Stomper to become active and for the Titan of Industry to be playable. That's so annoying. 6 damage to the face. Need some help here, man. I need some help. I may have to play the Apprentice's Folly on the Stomper. Let's see. No, not quite. I don't need to. Okay, cool. So this Stomper can come in. We can go find another land. We'll take red. These are now active. We can play out the Channeler, which can go ahead and bounce this. We can attack in. And now we're playing Magic. Let's go. It only took 10 years to get there, but we got there. Yikes. Missing land drops is not good. We're already kind of slow as it is, so to miss a couple land drops is brutal. All right, I was hoping 2, 4. I was hoping they'd get that persistence down somehow, but they didn't. So no Titan of Industry here. But I mean, no Titan of Industry hit, but I can copy the Titan of Industry after, so that's kind of nice. So we'll gain 5 here, and then probably put a shield counter on this because there are things that we want to avoid. Plus we can block the Glissa now, which is really helpful. So we hope they play a land into the Persistence. That would be the best thing possible, because then I can copy the Titan of Industry, blow up the Persistence, and that's a big mana dump and big spell we take care of for, you know, only 4 mana. I'm so sore, man. I've been sawing dry wood all day. My neck hurts. Oh, it's brutal. Oh no, that duress is crazy. That duress was crazy, dude. Okay, well now their Persistence is safe for now. Man. That's just one Apprentice Folly down. Still another one in my build. You gonna break the shield counter first before you attack? You absolute monster. I hope not. It's only 1 card in hand. I can't imagine what's taking so long to decide on whether or not they want to play it, you know? Yeah, it's gotta be... That has got to be a kill spell. I mean, if it's a bluff, if I don't block here and it ends up being a bluff, it could cost us the game. If they have a go for the throat and they break the shield counter, will I regret not blocking with all 3 of my creatures here? Well, if I block with all 3, they still would all die, right? And it'd still be alive. Yeah, I can't do that. All right, I gotta roll with it. I gotta call the bluff. Oh, thank God it was a bluff. Okay. Sheesh. That was scary. That's a pretty sweet top deck. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. Yeah, I'll take it. I know I lose the candy trail, but you know, it is what it is. I think being able to exile things from their graveyard is going to be extremely beneficial because their persistence, obviously. So if we can start getting things out of their graveyard, that'd be nice. It can't hit my graveyard, right? It can, I think, actually. Hold on. The beginning of your upkeep, put a target creature card from a graveyard. So they can actually hit my graveyard. Man, do they have a kill spell? That'd be bad. I didn't really anticipate them double blocking on the Stomper like that. That is actually kind of good on their part. Pretty solid play on their end there. So they just drew that Cottage, which means they probably still don't have the kill spell because they would have probably pulled the trigger on it already, right? You would think. They do have it. Okay, and they go for the end as their play, which honestly, that's fine. Could have had, you know, the Titan as their target for the end, and that would have been pretty bad. But one more Valdarin in my build, so have at it. That ain't good. Keep the pressure on though. I think keeping the pressure on the opponent here is very, very important. We take him down pretty low here, and the Stomper can still block the Trespasser too. So it's gonna come down to the wire for sure. Can they make a comeback somehow in this turn? If they have another kill spell like the end, that would be pretty bad. The cottage creates food tokens. I guess that's pretty good, but what a game though. This game would have been, you know, honestly pretty easy, I think, if we didn't miss those early land drops and we didn't draw dead here at the end. All right, well, the Trespassers are going to flip back over, which is good. A little bit less blocking power. Interesting choice. 4, 5. They've only got 6 total toughness to block a 7/7 Titan with trample. Actually about to be 5 because they're gonna flip back over. What is going on? It's got to be a go for the throat in their hand, right? This would be not advisable as an attack, I would think. This opponent bluffed us last time. They may be bluffing us again. This can't turn on. It's literally 1 card in hand. I gotta send it. I have to, because they can go wide enough and win the game. I have to send it. I was hoping to top deck something useful. Dude, they have something here, man. It is something playable. I'm so scared right now. The whole game rides on what's in their hand. If it's a go for the throat, they win. Oh, I didn't even consider them blocking that way. Oh, why didn't I consider that as an option? We lose. Yeah, shoot. Dude, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at math. It didn't matter either way, I guess. I didn't even consider them blocking that way. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't consider that. Such a bummer. Good game. We lost. I mean, is there anything I could have done differently though? I don't really think so. I could have traded with the Trespasser and then swung through. Yeah, I think I screwed up there big time, didn't I? Why did I think I could get all that damage through? I think because 6, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I know I screwed up big time there. I know I did, because I should have blocked. I should have blocked the Glutton with the Stomper in hindsight. They would have been left with their 2 creatures left over, but then they wouldn't have been in range of lethal, right? So then if I attack with the Titan, they probably don't even block, and then they return that attack with 2 creatures, one being a 4/4. Yeah, I would have died either way. It really would have worked out either way for them. Just want to make sure that, you know, if I had done things differently, I would have been in a different spot, but I think we still lose that game. That's going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back again here tomorrow, hopefully with another one. We don't have one lined up yet, and I'm a little bit behind, but hopefully we'll have another video for you guys tomorrow. So be back here to check that out, and thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it very, very much. I hope you enjoyed today's deck list. So much fun. This is a deck I put together a while back, and I was like debating on when I was going to actually pull the trigger on it and play it, because we played one like this recently, but this one has some new tools, and I think it works amazing. The tortoise, the goose. We didn't get to play the goose at all today, though, unfortunately. Not enough sample sizes to get the goose out for you guys, but I did play it earlier before, and it works out pretty nicely. I like that card a lot in this build. You know, Candy Trail keeps finding its way in our decks, but you know, I love that card. I think it's going to be a pretty big staple from here on out for us. But thank you so much, like I said, for watching. It means a lot to me. If you made it this far, especially, that means the world to me, because it helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm stuff. So thank you. And lastly, a huge shout out to the Marty Mob. Before I get out of here, just want to say my appreciation to you guys. If you're watching and you're part of the Marty Mob, thank you so much for supporting me monetarily every month. That means so much to me that you have no idea. But thank you so much for supporting the channel and being part of the community, man. I appreciate it very, very much. That does it though. Hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, you know Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.